live? Will the Impossible game come out before Geometry Dash 2.2? What a place to be, what a time to be alive when Geometry Dash has a potential competitor. I haven't seen the Impossible Game 2 trailer, so let's go see that first, and then I'll give you my thoughts. I'm actually pumped for this. All right, here it is. 2009. 2021. Whoa, dude. This teleportal here and the mirror portal at the same time. That is sick. And the transition is smooth, dude. It's just instant. Love it already. Oh, you jump on the... So they're kind of like orbs right there. Yo, it's shooting laser beams, dude. What the hell? It shoots laser beams and it shoots the spikes. And it destroys the spikes. That is so sick. Yeah, look. It just destroys the spikes and the objects along the way. Oh my god. Oh, the jewel. Alright. Like mini boss fights here. You pick up guns? Wait, what? You pick up guns? So, okay, so this game has more than just one input then. This is more than... I assume this is more than just mouse click. There's probably like more inputs where you can actually shoot laser beam and pick up guns and shoot them. Dude, that's amazing. I'm loving it so far. And that's the editor. Okay, we know that Geometry Dash editor is really amazing. But I'm excited to see the Impossible Games 2 editor mode and see its potential. Oh, there's multiplayer, dude. Dude, that is awesome. Like, there is multiplayer, but it has to be a Geometry Dash mod. I think it was created not too long ago. But this is just, if that's inbuilt, that's awesome. Like, you can play with your friends in a community like this. Skateboard! Oh, and boss fights. The Impossible Game 2! Whoa! Coming soon to iOS and Android. Dude, I am totally excited. Alright, let's talk about this. Well, will the Impossible Game 2 surpass Geometry Dash? Ooh, this is a spicy topic. Let's go. Well, Geometry Dash overall has given me a lot of joy, and the community has been wonderful. It has a beautiful editor, and people keep pumping out so many new levels. So, I feel the people within the community are the ones who are keeping the game alive. But I gotta say, the update for 2.1, which was on the 16th of January 2017, that is almost 5 years since the last update. Now we have a lot of players who have still stuck around, and we have many who have left the community, and I don't blame them. But we also have a lot of new players. As you can see, we are currently peaked on concurrent players. Players come and go, and that's perfectly normal because people are fickle and that's just human nature. But the problem is waiting for an update that has been over 5 years. I guess we can say that's a bit too long. The game can get stale, which causes a lot of people to leave. Disclaimer, I'm not trashing the game. I'm just simply sharing my views on it. And again, I love the game and the community is awesome. My theory is that why the game hasn't been updated for so long is because there was no competition. GD had a small competitor, which was the Impossible Game. Well, I guess I'll just download the Impossible Game. No! But it wasn't as popular and the mechanics wasn't as good as Geometry Dash. But now with the Impossible Game 2 is stepping up its game, Geometry Dash has a real competitor now, and this is what excites me. As you can see in the trailer, you can pick up weapons and shoot laser beams, and there's so many cool new features and mechanics that I would never imagine. And I believe there will be more than just one input as well, which brings potential for the game to grow even more and build levels with more creativity. With a potential competitor, this means there will be a fair few GD players who will move to the Impossible Game 2. And hoping this might give motivation to RobTop to start pumping out more updates like 2.2 just to keep up with his competitor. I did some research on the company behind the Impossible Game 2. The dev team is run by Grip Games and they have a team of 35 members. So they literally have a development team, which I assume they work a 9-to-5 job, Monday to Friday, and constantly updating and working on their games, versus Geometry Dash as a one-man development team. Now, what RobTop has achieved is unbelievably upon we could ever imagine, which I would never underestimate his work. However, a one-man team versus a team of 35, and also the last update has almost been 5 years ago. It's a little disheartening, not going to lie. However, hope is not all gone. Let me show you an example. CSGO, aka Counter-Strike, has been around for a long time, and it didn't have any competitors that had very similarities like Counter-Strike. Sure, we had Overwatch, Call of Duty, Fortnite, and many more shooters, but they didn't have a Counter-Strike similar feel towards it, as the other games has abilities, different weapons instead of just hit scan, and other shooters have like Battle Royale and many more. Since then, the players who love the Counter-Strike gameplay style only stuck around CSGO, and the game barely and rarely ever got updated because there was no other game like Counter-Strike, therefore there was no other real potential competitors. The players, how did they feel about it? They felt frustrated, and they felt the game was getting very stale and boring. Then in 2020, Valorant came into the picture and had a very similar style like CSGO. For example, you cannot run and gun like other games. You either had to defend the bomb site or plant the bomb like Counter-Strike. Movement is very similar, and the in-game economy and the weapons are almost identical. Valve, the company owned CSGO, was like, oh wait, we have a new competitor, just like GD and the Impossible Game 2. Before Valorant came out, Valve was not pressured to update the game frequently because they know the players won't find a similar game like CSGO, so they just stuck there. However, once Valorant came out with new ideas and constantly promising their players with new updates and making a better game than CSGO, so many players have transferred from CSGO to Valorant because it has a little more variety, making it exciting and spicy, which makes them stay. Valve saw this and finally step up their game and have updated more regularly and brought new mechanics and ideas into the game to keep their players still interested and also try to win back their old players. This potentially could be the same path for Geometry Dash. Rob Top may step up his game if he wants to retain his player base, because players didn't have an alternative to go to, but soon players will have that option. We will see what happens in the future of Geometry Dash, and I'm excited to see how this turns out. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think. I would love to know. If you enjoy my content, please give it a like, subscribe, and the bell icon to never miss my future videos. And as always, my name is Siki, and happy dashing.